humans, Disney fans, lend me your ears. It's time to talk about those other 5 questions that you ask yourself when you are contemplating a Disney vacation. So let's chat. Hey guys, we're back with the second set of 5 questions that you need to ask yourself before you go on a Disney vacation, or before you even think about starting to plan your Disney vacation. Once again, little shout out. I already gave her a shout out in the first part of this video, but these ears are from Lauren. Lauren loved her time in Walt Disney World last fall, and she really loved going to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. She got to experience that. So thanks, Lauren, for lending me your ears. All right, guys, we're gonna jump right into this. If you watched the previous video, you will see the first 5 questions that you should ask yourself when contemplating a Disney vacation. And in this episode, we're going to cover the next 5 questions, making for 10 total. So we're gonna jump right in. Here we go. Question 6, do you want to plan this Disney vacation yourself? Now, guys, travel agents are amazing, and I have used them before for other types of vacations. I happen to be the type of person that enjoys planning specifically Disney vacations. To me, that is half the fun, is looking through everything that you get to do and making those choices and figuring out where you're gonna stay and all those types of wonderful, exciting things. It just helps you build that anticipation for the amazingness that will be your Disney vacation. But you need to consider whether or not you are that same type of person, because there's a lot of folks out there, you might be included, who feel extremely overwhelmed by planning their own Disney vacation, because there is so much to consider and there's so much information and so much to do. So if you would like to have a travel agent plan your Disney vacation, there is no shame in that. There are so many great travel agents out there who deal with Disney specifically, and they are amazing. You should consider it if you do not want to plan this trip all by yourself. Question 7. Are you going to stay on property at a Disney resort? Now, once you've decided, like the last question asked, whether you are going to plan this trip or a travel agent is going to plan this trip, either way, this is still something you need to consider, because if you're telling a travel agent to plan your trip, they're still gonna ask, where do you like to stay? All right, so there's so much to consider with this question. Let's go back a few questions to the budget question. You may consider, hey, we're gonna stay off resort and save a few bucks, either at a nearby hotel or at an affordable rental property near Disney property. And those are great options if you are looking to save a little bit of money. Or you might decide, yeah, no, we're gonna stay on property. Guys, Disney offers so many perks to people who stay on property, all right? They make it really easy for you to stay there and enjoy yourself and have a good time, I'll tell you that for sure. But if it's not in your budget and you need to stay off-site, totally fine. You will still enjoy yourself. You will enjoy your time. And even then, if you decide to stay on resort, there are so many options. There are over 20 resorts at Walt Disney World, I believe. I think there's only 3 at Disneyland, so a few less to choose from over there. But they have their value resorts, their moderate resorts, their deluxe resorts. There's even a campground there, guys. I know I mentioned in my welcome video that our family lived in an RV for a year. We have been to Fort Wilderness and camped there in our RV. It is so much fun. I highly recommend it if you have an RV. Guys, if you have an RV and you like Disney, you have no excuse. Why have you not been to Fort Wilderness yet? It is so cost effective. It's on property. Super awesome. You should check it out. Moving on, we're going to move on to 8. Are you going to do the Disney dining plan? Now, in our last question, question 7, if you answer that you are staying off property, if you are going to stay in a non-Disney hotel, in a non-Disney rental property, then this question, you can just like skip right past it because it does not apply to you. The only way you can do the Disney dining plan is if you stay on resort at Walt Disney World. It is a really great option to consider, you guys. We've done it both ways, where we've gone and just paid out of pocket for our meals, and we've also gone and done the Disney dining plan. And I'll be honest, when you look into those Disney dining plan prices, you're gonna have a little bit of sticker shock. It's gonna look like a lot of money up front. But one thing that it does for you is it really helps you to have this feeling like that you're having an all-inclusive vacation. Everything is paid for if you go with the Disney dining plan. It also will kind of relieve some of those feelings of, I've paid so much money to be here and now I'm pulling out my wallet every couple hours to get something to eat. It's all already been paid for. It can also help a little bit with those of you, like I said lots of questions ago, who like to really budget and know exactly how much money they're spending on their Disney vacation. You can see from the get-go how much you are doling out for your resort, for your tickets, for all of your food. So it's something to consider. Like I said, that sticker shock gets to a lot of people, and maybe your budget just does not allow for you to throw all that money at your vacation at once, or maybe you're even going to pack meals to Disney World. It is totally allowed. You can bring in your own food, and that is something that a lot of people do. So things to consider. All right, guys, we're almost done in the home stretch. We are moving on to number 9. And the question for number 9 is really not so much a yes or no question as much as just a question to keep in the back of your mind while you're planning your trip and while you're actually experiencing your trip. It is, what am I trying to accomplish? What are you trying to accomplish, right? The thing that you need to keep in the back of your mind the entire time you're planning and experiencing your trip is that you are there to make memories with your family. This little reminder can come in handy when your 3-year-old is having a complete meltdown tantrum right in the middle of Frontierland. Not saying it's happened to me, but it's totally happened to me. And if you go into that experience knowing that I am experiencing memories, I am accomplishing memories, I will remember this moment of my 3-year-old the rest of my life, it's going to help you to really just enjoy and take it minute by minute, take it all in, guys. For many of you, it will be a once-in-a-lifetime experience if you're gonna be that one-and-done family. So just something to keep in the back of your mind. You are there to accomplish family memories. Here we go, guys. Number 10, drum roll, please. If you've gotten this far, the very last question you should be asking yourself is, when should I start planning my Disney vacation? Now, there are so many options, and honestly, you could jump on a plane and just go tomorrow if you wanted to. But the big important dates for you to know is that if you are planning on dining on property, at the resorts, in the parks, you can book those dining reservations 6 months in advance. And there are some places that they go 6 months in advance. You need to be on that computer and ready to click reserve with your party and your time that you want to be dining at that location. So I think it would be very advantageous to plan your trip at least 6 months out if you are planning on making dining reservations. The other dates that are important for you to remember are if you are staying on resort, you can book those fast passes up to 60 days in advance. And just like I said with the restaurant reservations, some of these fast passes are going to go 60 days in advance. They will be gone. Your Flight of Passage, your Seven Dwarfs Mine Ride, your Mount Everest even sometimes, things like that. Anything that's going to be opening up for Galaxy's Edge, they are going to go like that. So 2 months in advance if you're staying on resort would definitely be a good thing to shoot for. And if you're not staying on resort, you have up to 30 days in advance to book those fast passes at Walt Disney World. Guys, I know I said at the beginning that everything was pretty much the same if you're going to Orlando or Anaheim, but like this fast pass stuff and the dining plan stuff pretty much only applies to everything that you'd be doing in your Walt Disney World vacation in Orlando. But 30 days in advance, if you're staying off resort, if you're staying at Aunt Edna's house, you're gonna wanna plan everything 30 days in advance to get those fast passes. If you don't know what fast passes are, I'm sure we're gonna be having a video on that, and once we do, I'll let you know. Just click that bell so that you get notified every time we drop a video and you won't miss out on a thing. And there you have it, folks, the 10 questions to ask yourself when you are considering a Disney vacation. I hope those were helpful, and hey, if I left anything out, please let me know in the comments section below. Melanie, you forgot this, that, or the other. These are super important questions. questions. Go ahead and put those in the comment section, or if you have a question that I didn't answer, please let me know that as well in the comment section. And guys, what else? What other videos do you want to see me produce here at Lend Me Your Ears? Give me some ideas for content, and maybe you'll see it pop up in the near future if you click that bell button to send you notifications whenever we drop a video. And of course, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to leave a comment if you are interested in lending me your ears. We'll get you all the necessary information so that you can lend us your ears, and we'll send them on back to you after that video has been recorded. Until next time, you guys, this is Melanie from Lend Me Your Ears. We'll see you real soon.